So last time we have derived this equation. The meaning is given here. Equation A gives the electric potential at a point at distance r from the source charge Q. So from this equation, we have to give some important conclusion. The first conclusion we have already seen. A. When this Q is positive, we know that there are two types of charges, positive charges and negative charges. So if the charge, source charge is positive, then potential is also positive. When source charge is positive, then potential V is also positive, and when source charge is negative, the potential is also negative. Positive charge produces positive potential, negative charge produces negative potential. We can use the property in another way like this. Now, next conclusion. B. When R is equal to infinity, then V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught infinity. It becomes 0. So, at R is equal to infinity, the potential is 0. And it is called zero potential point. हा पॉइंट आपण सेपरेटली पण बघणार डिटेलमध्ये. झिरो पोटेन्शियल पॉइंट इन्फिनिटीला जातो असं नाही. दिस इज वन केस. द झिरो पोटेन्शियल पॉइंट मे बी ॲट फायनाइट डिस्टन्स or it may be at infinity. So at infinity the potential becomes 0 by this equation. Then next property gives the concept of the zero potential. If at the center of the sphere, say plus q charge is kept stationary, this is a sphere, so this distance is r. So at this point P, the potential V is given by Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r. So Q and R, the charge at the center is fixed, R is also fixed, radius of the circle, radius of the sphere. Therefore, all these points will have same potential, and potential is same. Therefore, this surface is called as the equipotential surface. Equipotential surface. If plus q charge is kept fixed at center O of a sphere, here मध्ये आपल्याला सर्कल दिसतोय, of a sphere of radius r, then at any point P on the surface of the sphere, potential V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r is the same. Therefore, the spherical surface centered at the charge spherical surface center charge च्या function आहे. Center at charge gives equipotential surface. Equipotential surface like this. So concept of equipotential surface is also explained by using equation A. So these three important conclusions we can view. So this potential may be positive or negative. We can get zero potential point and we can get the equipotential surface due to the charges like this. So these are the important conclusions. Now this zero potential point concept of zero potential got to explain separately. So let us see this concept of zero potential. Actually books मध्ये हे आर्टिकल जरा अवघड दिलेलं आहे. So first one, definition. A point where electric potential is zero electric potential V is equal to 0 is called zero potential point. Zero potential point, or sometimes it is also called as zero point. It is arbitrary, means its position is not fixed. It depends upon the charge distribution. It is arbitrary and it is set conveniently. 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 That is, this point is important. The position of, the location of zero potential point the position or location of zero potential point depends on charges and their distribution. हा पण नोट्स मध्ये वाटल्यास ऍड करू लागतो पहिल्या येतात. Now let us see some examples of zero potential point. Second, the potential V R at distance R from source charge Q is given by, आता आपण फॉर्म्युला इथे दिला इक्वेशन V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R. Therefore, when R is equal to infinity, then the potential V is equal to zero. Therefore, R is equal to infinity is the zero potential point. Zero potential point. This is one case. मागच्या आर्टिकल मध्ये पण आपण बघितलं. Third case, when the system consists of both positive as well as negative charges, then zero potential point is at finite distance. It is not every time at infinity, it is at finite distance depending upon the charges and charge distribution, like this. So this is the second point. It is at finite distance and not at infinity. Next, the potential of every point is always measured with respect to zero potential. So it is a relative value of the potential. For example, MSEB supply the electricity to us. So there are two terminals, one is a live and other is a neutral. That neutral is the earthing and it is having zero potential. येथे लाईव्ह टर्मिनलचा पोटेन्शियल जो आहे तो न्यूट्रलच्या पोटेन्शियलची झिरो पोटेन्शियलशी कम्पेअर केला जातो. इट मे बी 180 वोल्ट, इट मे बी 230 वोल्ट, इट मे बी 440 वोल्ट etc. So that neutral line is this zero potential pointer. Then next point. In electric circuit, the earth potential is considered used as a zero potential. Therefore, earth is considered as zero potential point. That is, it is called as earthing. आपण त्याला earthing म्हणतो. It is shown like this. हे earthing is small. So earth surface is considered at zero potential, and therefore it is considered as a reference pointer. So when we define the potential, we have used this definition. It is the amount of work done in bringing the unit positive charge from infinity to the point against the direction of electric field intensity. तर इन्फिनिटीच्या आयडियाबद्दल आता झिरो पोटेन्शियल पॉईंट म्हणतो. जे आपण पोटेन्शियलची डेफिनेशन चेंज करू शकतो. द पोटेन्शियल कॅन बी डिफाइंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ झिरो पोटेन्शियल पॉईंट. द अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क डन इन ब्रिंगिंग युनिट पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज फ्रॉम झिरो पोटेन्शियल पॉईंट टू द गिवन पॉईंट in an electric field is called as the potential at that point. So the definition of potential can be changed. Definition of electric potential using concept of zero potential point. So So that definition can be given like this, sir. Electric potential at a given point inside the electric field, is defined as the amount of work done in bringing unit positive charge from infinity. इथे चेंज करायचं आहे फ्रॉम इन्फिनिटी, त्याच्यासाठी काय होणार फ्रॉम झिरो पोटेन्शियल पॉईंट it is the amount of work done in bringing unit positive charge from zero potential point to that point. Zero potential point is at the infinity. The infinity च्या आपण असं म्हणू शकतो. So these are the concept and definition and use of zero potential point. Earthing is zero potential point in electric network. करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटीमध्ये आपण बऱ्याच वेळा अर्थिंग दाखवतो, तर त्या अर्थिंगचा मिनिंग हा असतो. लक्षात. So we have seen the relationship between electric intensity and potential. E is equal to minus dV by dx. Minus dV by dx. So this E and V both are depending upon the distance. So if at point O a plus Q charge is kept fixed and P is a point at distance R, then at point P the intensity has magnitude Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square, and at point P the potential is given by Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R. So E is inversely proportional to R square and V is inversely proportional to R. So on x-axis if we plot the value of the distance R, and on y-axis if we plot the values of E or V, then this E is inversely proportional to R square. So this intensity will decrease very rapidly. So its slope will be larger. So the variation of E is like this. E inversely proportional to R square. And the variation of potential is like this. It is inversely proportional to R. So it is like this. So V is inversely proportional to R. Like this. So both may becomes equal at certain point where the potential difference becomes zero, like this. So this is the graphical representation. So last year we have seen the term electric dipole. Di means two. Magnetic dipole, electric dipole. We have seen these terms in detail. We have to determine the potential due to the electric dipole. So let us revise what is meant by electric dipole. We will not give the definition in detail. Suppose this is the minus Q charge, this is the plus Q charge, and they are separated by a finite distance. O is a center, this is L, this is also L. So its total length is 2L. So this is called as the electric dipole. When two electrical charges equal in magnitude but opposite in sign, one is positive, other is negative, are separated by a finite distance 2L, then it is called as the electric dipole. So this is called as the electric dipole. O is the center of the dipole. This 2L is called as the dipole length. Dipole length. A line joining minus 2L plus 2, it is called as a dipole axis. Dipole axis. And a line passing through the center but perpendicular to the axis, this line. It is called as a perpendicular bisector, or it is called dipole equator. Dipole equator, or it is a perpendicular bisector, because this angle is 90 degrees. So it is a line perpendicular to the dipole axis and it bisects the axis, this dipole. Therefore, it is called as a dipole equator or perpendicular bisector. Now, this dipole has a dipole moment. Electric dipole moment. It is denoted by vector P. So its magnitude is given by Q multiplied by twice L. Q is a charge, any one of the charge magnitude, and 2L is a dipole length. So coulomb into meter, it is the SI unit. It is a vector quantity. P is always directed from minus Q to plus Q along the axis. So in our figure, the direction of P will be like this, from minus Q to plus Q. This quantity is similar to the magnetic dipole moment. Electric dipole moment, magnetic dipole moment. Magnetic dipole moment is also vector quantity. It is directed from minus M to plus M. Minus M is a pole strength of the south pole. A magnetic dipole moment south pole north side से, electric dipole moment minus Q charge pole plus Q charge side से along the axis. So these are the terms related with the electric dipole. Now it is a system of two charges. It is a system of two charges, but charges has condition. The charges must be equal in magnitude and opposite in sign. कुठले charges नाही चालणार. Condition म्हणून त्याला आपण स्पेशल नाव दिलेलं आहे electric dipole. So we have to determine the potential at any point. So if the point is considered here on the axis, then it is called as the axial point. If the point is considered here or here, it is on the equator, it is called as the equatorial point. So we are going to consider the point P which is not lying on the axis, which is not lying on the equator. So suppose we consider the point P say here in the first quadrant or second quadrant or third quadrant or fourth quadrant, then it is called as the any point. So once we know the formula for electric potential at any point, we can convert it for axial point, for equatorial point. So axial point and equatorial point will be the special cases. So first we will derive the general formula. We have to derive the expression for the electric potential at any point due to the electric dipole, like this. So let us see that relation. The derivation is very simple. Same concept can be used for magnetic potential also, like this. So let us start this derivation. The derivation is very simple. It can also be used for magnetic potential. So we are considering the dipole like this. Suppose this is point A, this is point B, this is charge plus Q, this is charge minus Q, this is center O, center O. So this distance is L, this distance is also L. So total dipole length is equal to 2L, like this. Now we will consider the point P in the first quadrant. P. Consider the point P. If we join OP, then this distance is considered as R, and this OP line makes an angle theta. So electric dipole moment vector is in the direction. Like this. So P is used for dipole moment, therefore we will denote it by this. So the location of the point C is denoted by r theta. R and theta, they are polar coordinate, not Cartesian coordinate. If we move the point C on this line, then r will increase, theta will remain constant. If we move the point C like this, then theta will decrease like this. So r and theta are the polar coordinate. By changing the position of the point C, we have to determine the potential at point C. So what is our aim? We have to determine the potential V at r theta. At point C, at distance r from the center O, like this. Now, this point P is at some distance from minus q charge. This distance we will denote by r2. This distance is denoted by r1. So r1, r2 and r are the distances like this. So this is the arrangement that we are going to use. So consider a dipole AB having minus q charge at B and plus q charge at E, and AB is equal to twice L, having center at O, therefore AO is equal to BO is equal to L. These two distances are LL. Let P is equal to electric dipole moment directed from minus Q to plus Q along BA. So P is equal to Q multiplied by twice L. So this is equation A. Now we have to determine the potential at point C. Consider the point C r theta, so that OC is equal to r and angle AOC is equal to theta. It is the angle, the meaning of theta is important. Angle made by line OC with direction of dipole moment vector P. P is directed along BA, minus Q to plus Q, like this. So this meaning of theta is important. Remember this while solving the problem. This theta is the important factor. So we are considering the theta like this. Now we have to find. So the procedure is like this. Let V1 is equal to potential, of course electric potential at point C due to plus Q charge. V2 is equal to potential at point C due to the minus Q charge, and V is equal to potential at point C due to dipole, both the charges together, and therefore V1 is given by. So we know the formula VR. So it is equal to V1 is equal to Q upon, of course Q is positive, Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R1 OC, AC. The C point is at distance R1. So this is equation 1. Similarly, V2 is equal to, the charge is now negative. If the source charge is negative, potential is also negative. So V2 is negative minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R2. This is the question second. Now we know that potential is a work done per unit charge, per unit positive charge. So charge is scalar quantity, work is also scalar quantity, therefore potential is also scalar quantity. And therefore, since potential is scalar quantity, so total potential V is given by, since potential is a scalar quantity, therefore total potential V is equal to V1 plus V2. This is equation 3. So put 1 and 2. Put 1 and 2 in equation 3. Therefore V is equal to, now Q is common. 4 pi epsilon naught is common into bracket. V1 मध्ये 1 upon R1 राहिला minus 1 upon R2 राहिला. So this is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught into R2 minus R1 upon R1 into R2. So this is equation 4. तर हा ब्रॅकेट R2 minus R1 upon R1 into R2 हा ब्रॅकेट फक्त आपल्याला सॉल्व करायचा आहे. आणि सॉल्व का करायचा? We know the position of the point C in terms of R and theta. So but to explain this bracket in terms of R and theta, तर मॅथमॅटिक्स फक्त आपल्याला आता यूज करायचे आहे. So we can use the mathematics like this. Now here we are using this cosine rule. Cosine rule. So this angle is theta. This is A. This is B. This is C. So the side opposite to theta is given by A square is equal to B square plus C square minus twice BC cos of theta. Minus 2 times BC cos of theta. हा झाला क्वेश्चन रूल. लॉ ऑफ पॅरॅललोग्राम सारखे इक्वेशन दिले. तर ह्या क्वेश्चन रूलचा यूज आता आपल्याला करायचा आहे सिम्प्लिफिकेशनसाठी. So in our log book, this cosine rule is given here. A square is equal to B square plus A square minus 2 times BC cos of A, where capital A it is the angle between the side B and C. So now we have to use this cosine rule in this triangle. First in triangle AOC to find R1, and then in this triangle BOC. First we will use this cosine formula in triangle AOC like this. That in triangle AOC, R1 square, the side opposite to theta. So A is R1, B is R, C is L, and this is theta. So R1 square is equal to R square plus L square minus twice RL cos of theta. So this is equation small. आता इकडचा triangle consider करा. So in this triangle, this angle is 180 minus theta. So I will show this triangle separately. This is L, this is R, this is R2, and this is 180 minus theta. So this is the angle, opposite side is R2. So R2 square is equal to R square plus L square minus 2 times R into L into cos of 180 minus theta. So in triangle, this triangle is BOC. In triangle BOC, R2 square is equal to R square plus L square minus 2 times RL cos of 180 minus theta. Again, we will use the trigonometry here. Cos of 180 minus theta is equal to minus cos theta. Therefore, this is equal to R square plus L square minus twice RL into minus cos of theta. So minus minus will become plus. So this is equal to R square plus L square plus minus minus will become plus 2 RL cos of theta. This is equation B. So we know R1 square, we know R2 square by equation A and B. Now here we have to find R2 minus R1, and for that purpose we will subtract A from B. B minus A जर केलं तर आपल्याला R2 square minus R1 square मिळेल. त्याचे फॅक्टर्स पडले की हा एक ब्रॅकेट होईल. So this is a mathematical simplification. So B minus A will give the equation like this. B minus A gives R2 square minus R1 square is equal to. Now value of R2 square is this: R square plus L square plus twice RL cos of theta minus R square plus L square minus 2 times RL cos of theta. So now if you open the bracket, R square will get cancelled, L square will get cancelled, and therefore right hand side is only 4 times RL cos theta. This is simple mathematics. This minus minus will become plus. So this is plus, this is also plus. So 2 RL cos theta plus 2 RL cos theta, total value is 4 RL cos theta, and the factors on the right hand side, left hand side is R2 minus R1 and R2 plus R1, and therefore this bracket in the numerator, R2 minus R1 can be given like this. Therefore R2 minus R1 is equal to 4 RL cos of theta upon R1 plus R2. So this is equation C. So equation A R1 square, equation B R2 square, and R2 square minus R1 square will give equation C. So put that value C here. Put C in 4. Therefore V is equal to total potential Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught constant quantity outside the bracket. Now inside the bracket, this R2 minus R1 is substituted this value in the denominator. This R1 into R2 as it is. In the denominator, R1 into R2, this as it is, and R2 minus R1 is replaced by this quantity. So this is equal to 4 RL cos of theta upon R1 plus R2, like this. So we have derived up to this relation. V is equal to this much. Now here we have to use the approximation. The approximation is like this. Physics मध्ये math मध्ये असे आपण approximation बऱ्याच वेळा करतो. When we use some approximation, there are some conditions, there are some limitations. So in this case, the condition is like this. When the point C is at very long distance away from center O of a short dipole. Mathematically you can write that is R is very much greater than 2 times L. Then हा सी पॉइंट आपण जर लॉंग डिस्टन्सला नेलं तर R1, R2 आणि R हे तिघे व्हॅल्यू नियरली इक्वल होऊन जातील. सो दिस डायपोल लेंथ इज very small. So under this condition the situation will be like this. This is minus Q, this is plus Q, this is center O, and this is the point C. So join all these lines like this. So they are nearly equal. R1, R and R2, they are nearly equal. Exactly equal नहीं होना चाहिए. So approximation is like this. Then R1 is approximately equal to R, and R2 is also approximately equal to R. So using this approximation, V becomes V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught into bracket 4 RL cos of theta upon this R1 and R1 both are R, so it will become R square, or you can best way write then R into R plus R times like this. Now, using this approximation, we can get the simplification like this. So this 1 R will get cancelled. So Q into 4 into L into cos of theta upon 4 pi epsilon naught into 1 R is remaining into 2 times R. So this 4 divided by 2, so that is equal to Q multiplied by twice L multiplied by cos of theta upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square. Potential मध्ये R square आला. So this bracket Q upon 2L. This is equation E. Q into 2L, the product of charge multiplied by dipole length is equal to dipole moment. So this is dipole moment. So V is equal to P cos theta upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square. P is equal to Q into 2L is equal to electric dipole moment. Electric dipole moment. So this is equation 4. So this is equation 5 and this is equation 6. So equation 6 gives the potential P cos theta upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square like this. Now the same equation can also be given in vector form because P is a vector quantity like this. So this is equal to multiplied by R divided by R. So remember these steps. Multiply and divide equation 6 by R. So V is equal to P into R into cos of theta upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square into R. So this PR cos theta can be given as P dot R upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square into R. So I will write down this equation like this. P upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square into R 0 dot where r0 is equal to r upon r is equal to unit vector drawn in the direction of vector r is equal to vector OC. So in this figure, vector r is in the direction OC. So I will show here. So the arrangement is like this. OC. So vector r is in the direction minus q plus q. So P is in the direction and angle between P and R is theta, and therefore this P dot R is equal to PR cos theta. So in vector form, the potential is given like this. R0 is a unit vector drawn in the direction of vector R and P is a dipole moment. So angle between them is theta, like this. So this is the potential. Now the two special cases are like this. Special cases. One, for axial point म्हणजे ह्या लाईनवर आपण घेणार. So for axial point either theta is equal to 0 degree or theta is equal to 180 degree. हा P पॉइंट जर C पॉइंट आपण जर इकडे घेतला तर थीटा 0 जाईल आणि हा पॉइंट आपण असा रोटेट करत करत या साईडला आला तर थीटा 180 होऊन जाईल. So theta is equal to 0 or theta is equal to 180 degree. So for theta is equal to 0, it is plus 1, this is minus 1. Therefore V axial is equal to plus minus P upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square plus minus. तर नोट्समध्ये हे प्लस मायनस साइन राहून गेलेलं चेक करून घ्यायचा. सेकंड केस, इक्वेटोरियल पॉइंट. फॉर इक्वेटोरियल पॉइंट theta is equal to either 90 degree or 270 degree. For both the values, cos of theta is equal to 0. म्हणजे हा P पॉइंट जर आपण इथे जर आणला तर थीटा 90 होऊन जाईल आणि इथे आणला तर थीटा 90 म्हणून 270 होऊन जाईल. So cos of theta is equal to 0, and therefore V equator is equal to 0. So potential is 0 at any equatorial point, therefore it is a इक्विपोटेन्शियल सरफेस अगेन. म्हणजे इक्विपोटेन्शियल सरफेसची आपल्याला अजून एक केस आपल्याला मिळाली. द प्लेन coinciding with the equator, it is called as a equatorial plane. Equatorial plane of electric dipole, ही प्रॉपर्टी मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल साठी पण करेक्ट आहे. इक्वेटोरियल प्लेन ऑफ ए इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोल इज द इक्विपोटेन्शियल सरफेस. इक्विपोटेन्शियल सरफेस आपल्याला अजून एक केस माहिती आहे. इक्विपोटेन्शियल सरफेस हॅव्हिंग V is equal to 0. So all the points on the equatorial line has potential 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is a zero potential plane. Zero potential point is आपल्याला zero potential plane मिळाले. It is equipotential surface. Why? Because all the points have same potential. Potential on the equatorial line is same, therefore it is equipotential surface, and this potential is 0, therefore it is called as a zero potential plane. Equatorial plane, equipotential surface and zero potential plane. All these three meanings are same. So this is one more example of equipotential surface of zero potential plane, like this. So this is the expression for the potential due to the electric dipole. So this is the final formula, where P is a dipole moment, theta is the angle between this direction of position vector r, of the point C, and dipole moment is always directed from minus q to plus q, like this. Scalar form, vector form, and special cases. So we have used this cosine rule. So this is the geometry. आपल्या बोर्डच्या बुक्समध्ये जरा मेथड वेगळी दिलेली, शेवटी त्या मेथडमध्ये पण कोसाइन रूल यूज केलेलाच आहे तो, लक्षात. तर त्याच्याऐवजी आपण इथे ही मेथड यूज केलेली. ही मेथड जरा सोपी लक्षात ठेवायला. अँड एनी मेथड कॅन बी गिव्हन फॉर द डेरिवेशन इन थिओरिटिकल पार्ट ॲज वेल ॲज इन न्यूमेरिकल प्रॉब्लेम पार्ट, like this. So we have considered the two cases of the potential. One is a potential due to a point charge, and other is a potential due to the electric dipole. Now, in case of dipole, there are only two charges but having certain condition. The charges must be equal in magnitude. One must be positive, other must be negative, like this. तर झिरो पोटेन्शियल पॉईंट किंवा झिरो पोटेन्शियल प्लेन आपल्याला फायनाईट डिस्टन्सला मिळू शकतो. हे त्याचं बेस्ट एक्झाम्पल आहे ते. नाव द थर्ड केस इज इफ वी कन्सिडर द सिस्टम ऑफ चार्जेस, number of charges n, then what is the potential due to the system of charges at a given point, that we have to see. So that will be the next and most general case. Okay, we'll stop here.